Hey everybody, what's up? I am Ninja Bunny. Here I am with the Stanley Parable. This just got released on Steam the other day. It's based off a mod that came out, which was a really interesting, it's a very different thing they did with video game storytelling. And now it's his own game. Got it? Let's check it out. I hope it's good, and it should be. I played the Stanley Parable mod. It will be annotated right here.
This is the story of a man named
let's just
Stanley.
shut up and listen.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And
Where'd everything else go?
Was happy.
Weird.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
The plot thickens.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Good enough.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
You made a mistake, Stanley.
Oh, I can move now. I didn't realize that. So it looks like it has the same premise as the original Stanley Parable. My god, this looks so much more detailed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Very possibly.
No matter
So I
how
think
hard
that
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
what's that say? Who farted? Ha ha ha! But no, this looks so much more detailed. My god, I think this is still built off the source engine. The menus were really simple to what Portal 2's menus were like in CS:GO. But I think the first time I'm gonna listen to everything. Username. Thanks. Well, I just turned that off apparently. Wait, I can turn all of these off. I'm gonna turn all these off because fuck the. Actually, I haven't told to Leon, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm sure he doesn't want me to do that. Boop. But what's this computer? It's just a pencil sharpener. Can I do anything? No, I can't. Alright, so let's just keep on moving. Now, why do I get an office and everyone else gets a cubicle? Am I just that awesome?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. Stanley clicked on
why can't I go into 420
every single
room?
door in the office, because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
I think my dog just made a weird noise. Not sure what that was about. I'm sorry about that. 416, 415. No, I'll figure out how to get in these eventually.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How about fuck you?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Wow.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Admiring it does sound really nice. It's a very nice lounge. I mean, you got some nice chairs,
Yes,
a good
truly
vending
a room
machine.
worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
No, if only I could
Stanley
jump.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
This is so nice. So yeah, this is definitely built off the Source engine. This is the same texture.
Really, really worth it being here in the room.
The room is awesome. What are you talking about,
so
man?
Utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, Here you
No,
sit
I was about to
looking
say,
at
what
these chairs and
paintings?
some paintings. Really worth it.
You know, this is a really nice painting if you think about it. I mean, it just has such a nice light color.
At this point,
It's very
Stanley's
calming.
obsession with this room bordered on creepy
And,
and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
This is more of a
It's
photo if you
possible
think about
that
it.
this is why everyone left.
Oh, it's because I'm a geek. I get it. Okay, I'll just go on ahead. Ooh, coffee!
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the
I'll
first
see
open
you
door on
later,
his
amazing
left
room.
to get back to business.
I won't forget you. You were amazing. I guess I'm gonna go through here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I've made a mistake. I don't care, it was a $5,000.
Stanley, I think perhaps we- but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Honestly, if the 5,000
Good job,
feet was
Stanley.
pretty,
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
yeah. Now, I was wondering if I actually got a $5,000 thing that actually came up. That'd actually be kind of hilarious if it did.
All of his co-workers
Okay,
were gone.
now we're going to
What could it
actually
mean?
go with everything
Stanley
that's
decided to go to the
that I'm being
meeting
told
room.
to.
Perhaps he had simply missed a
And then once I get that, I'll start pissing around. I only do want to do the right door because I just find that funny. Left
When Stanley
door.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, the same paintings. I can admire them here. I still think this is more of a photo if you think about it, because it just looks so perfect. This, it's a beautiful mountain. Maybe I should visit there. Maybe I should. Fuck you, hiccups.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Do not alter it.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
What's
there.
this? Not efficient. Stand grass. Who moved my desk? See anything else around here? Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a. Fine, I guess I won't read you. I thought that's what presentations were for, not just admiring the diversity of this office. Oh no, so far this has been the only chart I see. So I think slides is high. You're gonna prove me wrong, aren't you? Oh come on, 3D graphs, those are lame. That just makes it hard to show the. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. I haven't worked in an office, but I would love the things like this where I'm pretty sure they aren't though. But I'm known this. And room closet. Hey.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But I want the broom. Okay.
Coming to a staircase,
Walk-
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So it seems like so far the general idea is kind of the same. Ooh, this is pretty. I can't believe this is the same building. Oh, fine. I guess I won't go in there. Gotta put this back in. Not even the secretary's here. What the hell is the boss gonna do? He can't be here. There's no secretary. There's no one to sexually harass, but they can't do anything about it. Otherwise, they'd be fired.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I just explained why. It's
Unraveled,
obvious.
Stanley wondered in disbelief
What?
who
It's a
orchestrated
crosshair.
this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the
6,
boss had
9,
assigned an
6,
extra secret
9.
pin number.
Wow.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known that.
Haha, random
By simply
guessing.
pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input
Aha,
the
that's where
correct
it is.
code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wonder how this. I'm not going to. That's way too dark. Red, but this doesn't seem safe. Oh no! What have I got myself into? A loading screen, that's what I got myself into. I can think of worse things.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I would
It
too.
was a
This doesn't
stirring
seem
of
safe.
emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Now, why do I press
Why
these
did he
buttons
feel
all
this
day?
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Of course not. Lights!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door
My
that
control
read
facility.
Mind Control Facility.
Can I quick save by chance? Oh, I can. Welcome back to you, Escape. Whoa, this is kind of creepy, actually.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did
You
this
know,
place
I've heard of
hold?
Infinity and
Did he
whatever
have the
that
strength
NVIDIA
to
equivalent
find
of is, but this takes it to a whole new level. I mean, holy crap, this would just be too much. Kinda wish I could read this, but it's just a little small to read. Oh well. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Security camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
True nature revealed.
Why do 104 get
Each bore
fired?
the number of an employee in the building.
Whoa.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of
This is
so
actually kinda
many
awesome.
individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What is freedom? One sec, just gonna adjust my pop filter a bit. It got moved around a bit since the last time I was recording. What's this? This looks like an
This
elevator button.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Apparently.
Was this the reason he was happy with his boring job?
Probably,
That his
'cause your job
emotions
really
had been
sucked.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't this job really suck, just
No.
pressing a button
He
whenever it came up?
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
I'll do what this narrator
Wasn't it?
says and take my
Was
life
it
in
even
my own
possible? Had he
hands.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the
What kind of
world?
elevator is this anyway? Wait, where? Okay, here we go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled
I
with
want a mind
emotions.
control.
Happy or sad
Aw.
or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Boop.
And as the cold reality
Boop.
of his past began to
Boop.
sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human
Whoa.
life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, I'm going to not fuck around this first time. Second time, I definitely will. This almost reminds me of something I would see from System Shock, in all honesty. Who turned out the lights? Okay, I know I did. Is that it? Oh, I see cutscene now. I think. Game package. There we
The
go.
rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh, no shit, you turn out all the lights.
Was
What
it
do you
over?
expect?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Freedom!
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay
Okay, I control
unsolved.
that.
Where had his
That's
co-workers
freaking
gone?
right.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building
Oh, I'll find out in a few
As
minutes.
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
Happiness. How
His goal
lame.
had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone
Actually, looks kind of nice outside. Wow.
to do or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley
wow.
stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze
My
upon his
God,
skin,
this is
the
awesomely
feeling of
terrible.
liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
This is
This was
pretty.
exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And this is incredibly ironic. So that was the quote-unquote, I don't know what to call it, the end. I don't know. I really don't know what to call it. So it's going to reload. I'm going to see if I can load my save. I had to find my F7 key because, well, my pop filter is blocking it. Escape!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, I've made a mistake, haven't I? I like how
The
nothing's
door
going
behind him
on.
was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I want to see what's over here. Let's do
At
it.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Ooh. This is actually kind of scary. Ah! What? Ah! Whoa. Wait, I can't move.
As the machine
I
went
can
into
kind of
motion
move.
and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence.
I done fucked up.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know
What
that
kind of
the
room is
storm
this
will
anyway?
Forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
I was about to say, that's still kind of fucked up,
He
though.
accepted this violent end to his
Well,
proven shame.
I fucked up. No, I'm not coming out. This will protect me. No wish.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Hey, this happened
Stanley
last
stared
time.
into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay. So apparently something wants me to live. Thank you, lady. Thank you for believing in me. Sorry, just reorienting this, and where do I... Ah! Here we go.
And yet it would be
Stanley
just a few
Parable.
minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Wow.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Ooh, this is...
When every path you can walk
Wow.
has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Wow.
Do you see that Stanley was already
Nature
dead from the
paintings.
moment he hit start?
These are beautiful paintings. Stanley's computer. Aw, nothing. Office layout. Oh, I see. This is the original layout. Kind of awesome. Corridor. Filing cabinets. Anything in here? No. Office computers. Ooh, solitaire. Wow, I suck at solitaire. I can't tell. Oh, it's in relation to something. I think that's what it's saying. Boop. Okay, let's try to beat you again, and let's not suck. Let's do it. Damn it! Alright, so credits. So here's who made the game. So thank you, 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 thank you. I said thank you to everyone. I'm not gonna say names, but you know who you are. And button sounds. Button sounds are a very important part of the game, if you ask me. I mean, it's like, where's doors go? The office. I don't think there's anything else in here, so, wait, there's 2 doors. I thought there was only one going into there. Let's go in here first. maybe there'll be something more office stuff. This is actually really weird. I don't know. Warzone. Wait, Warzone? What? I don't know. I want to see this ending. Do you guys want to see this ending? I want to see this fucking ending. Like, this game is already... oh yes, Greenlight stuff. So this is kind of an entire credits room right here. Hi, Mr. Narrator. Oh. What's this then? Narrator emails. See, I was gonna click and sorry, I just heard take notes, wondering what that was. The beautiful, beautiful lounge. That's so pretty, isn't it? Apartment timer. Okay then. It seems like these guys had a lot of ideas, but they didn't quite go through it. I don't want to read these or pay too much attention to them because I have a feeling they're going to be with other endings, so let's not spoil it. Like I said, I'm not going to pay too much. You guys can pause it and read to your heart's content. I don't have that luxury without really messing something up. It's ending labors. I see what you did there. The Zending. Wonder what that's going to be. Man, this is actually... I'm just kind of enjoying this. This is like a really nice little tour of everything. And this is back where we started. So I went in a circle. What's over here? Kinda wish I could move faster though. But then again, I always kind of wish that. Over here.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of all-level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you...
This sounds kind of awesome to listen to, but I feel like it would be too mind-fucking and it would take forever for you guys to know. So you're probably going to have to go into the game's files for that. Or just buy it for yourself. Because I do suggest you buy it for yourself so you can experience this yourself. It's like $12 right now on Steam. As of the 19th. I'm not sure when it's going to go off sale. Hopefully it won't be too long.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Wonder what this is gonna do.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No, I can't see anything. Just
Perhaps
closed
not.
captioning.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Apparently.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Wait, what?
Push escape and
What?
press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as
No.
you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's
No.
path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Dead. Okay, so that was the ending where you just go down the escape path. Plus a nice little ending area. I honestly did like that. So I'm pretty sure that's where it ends. So, this has been the Stanley Parable. Thank you for watching. There will be more videos like this that come up soon. If you want to play this, it'll be down in the description as always. If you have any requests for games for me to play, leave them down in the comments, shoot me a PM, I will see to it. So again, thank you for watching, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!